communication skills or something like that, extra activity.
Sir, so yes sir, నేను అనేది ఏంటంటే మేము ఇప్పుడు మేనేజ్మెంట్లోకి వచ్చే వాళ్ళకి మనం టెస్ట్ చేయాల్సింది రీజనింగ్ ఎట్లా ఉంది, యాప్టిట్యూడ్ ఎట్లా ఉంది, ఇవి టెస్ట్ చేస్తాం. అండ్ మోర్ ఓవర్ బ్యాచులర్ ఆఫ్ ఇంజనీరింగ్ కోర్స్, బ్యాచులర్ ఆఫ్ ఇంజనీరింగ్ చేసేవాడు వస్తాడు, బ్యాచులర్ ఆఫ్ ఫార్మసీ చేసేవాళ్ళు వస్తారు, బ్యాచులర్ ఆఫ్ సైన్స్ వస్తారు. సో వీళ్ళందరినీ ఒక కామన్ ప్లాట్ఫామ్ మీద తీసుకొస్తాం. అటువంటప్పుడు suppose if he is a BSc student, I am not going to test his ability in understanding organic chemistry. What I test, his aptitude, whether he is really loving the numbers, how he can play with the numbers. ఇవి చూస్తాం. ఇవి చూడడమే కాకుండా మేమేం చేస్తాం, నేను చెప్తాను ఏంటంటే, మేము ఒకసారి ఈ టెస్ట్లో మాకు కావాల్సిన స్కోర్ వచ్చిన స్టూడెంట్స్ ఉన్నప్పుడు వాళ్ళతో ఒక పాసేజ్ రాయిస్తాం. ఒక పాసేజ్, ఇంగ్లీష్లో పాసేజ్, హౌ హిస్ రిటన్ కమ్యూనికేషన్ ఈజ్. Then we will have a personal interview. There we will definitely test the attitude of the student. Is he serious about his own career? Is he joining this college as a registration in an employment exchange? No. We will make it very, very clear. We will tell them it is a place where you should learn. Okay. We don't teach anything. We provide you everything. It is something like a la carte. He has to pick. It's something like a buffet dinner. He will pick whatever he wants. But everything is available there. But at the same time, మా ఇన్స్టిట్యూట్లో ఏం జరుగుతుందంటే, వీ విల్ కౌన్సిల్, వీ హ్యావ్ సంథింగ్ కాల్డ్ మెంటర్ మెంటీ సెషన్స్, వేర్ ఇన్ ఎవ్రీ ఫ్యాకల్టీ మెంబర్ ఈజ్ అటాచ్డ్ టు ఏ స్టూడెంట్, రాదర్ ద అదర్ వే, దట్ స్టూడెంట్ అటాచ్డ్ టు ఏ ఫ్యాకల్టీ మెంబర్, అండ్ వీ విల్ గైడ్ దెమ్ అండ్ వీ విల్ సజెస్ట్ దెమ్ వాట్ కైండ్ ఆఫ్ functionalities he has to really look into depending on his ability, because we look at two things. Number one, attitude. Number two is the aptitude. ఫస్ట్ ఒక పర్టికులర్ ఫంక్షనల్ ఏరియా, సే ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ మార్కెటింగ్. కొంతమంది వస్తారు, ఏమండి మార్కెటింగ్ నాకు సరిపోతుందా అని అడుగుతారు. మార్కెటింగ్ సరిపోతుందా అనేది ఎవరో చెప్పాల్సింది కాదు. సపోజ్ ఇఫ్ ఐఎమ్ రీడింగ్ ఎ న్యూస్ పేపర్ అండ్ విచ్ ఐటమ్స్ ఆర్ రియల్లీ అట్రాక్టింగ్ మీ, ఇన్ విచ్ సబ్జెక్ట్స్ ఐఎమ్ రియల్లీ ఇంట్రెస్టెడ్ ఇన్. సో దీస్ ఆర్ ద ఇష్యూస్ వన్ హ్యాస్ టు లుక్ ఇన్ టు. సో దెన్ we will suggest them what is the area where you should really specialize, and then we will give them necessary inputs. And again the student has to take the, because if you look at any institute, you should look at the profile of the faculty members. Okay. Because in my institute we have very, very senior faculty members.
Okay. What is the percentage of placements every year?
Close to 100, sir. Close to 100. I don't call it 100 because 100 is the ultimate quality, but still we are close to 100. Close to 100 in the sense, I mean to say, we not only facilitate the students to get into the organizations, we will also suggest them to start something on their own. Okay. Why don't you become your own boss? So for example, recently we conducted a 2 days entrepreneurship workshop, wherein we wanted to tickle the students who want to start their own business. Okay. Inputs ఏంటి, డబ్బులు ఎక్కడి నుంచి వస్తాయి, ఐడియేషన్ ఎట్లా జరుగుతుంది, గవర్నమెంట్ సపోర్ట్ ఏంటి, లేదు what are the venture capitalist, what is the concept and how they really can get money to start a business. Okay. So these things also we will definitely give as an input. So if you say placement, I call it placement in organizations, that is definitely close to 100%, 90% and above. Balance the leftover are in two categories. Category 1, they do not want a business, a job, they want to join their family business. Okay. And category 2, who want to start something on their own. Okay. So if you consider all the three components as placement only, I can say it is 100%.
100%. Okay. Yes. Okay. Do you find any gap between the students' expectations and the industry's expectations?
It is always there, sir. That's what I was referring to the study that has happened today. There is a horrible disconnect between the organization's delivery model, industry's expectation model, and the students' expectation levels. So there is no cohesion between these three. Okay. So there should be a cohesion. Say for example, if an institution is training a couple of students, they are supposed to train the students the way in which industry needs. Just to cite an example, we have a program called the Joint Certification Program with HDFC, HDFC Bank. They come to, because we have signed an MOU with them. They come to our campus. They select some students based on some aptitude test, and these students we will train them in the skills and the knowledge they need to work in HDFC Bank. Okay. So apart from the regular curriculum, the students are trained in the components which are needed.
Nothing but gap building.
Yes, sir. Specific to HDFC. Okay. If more, say for example, we are an accredited campus for Deloitte. You can say close to 100 students from our college are working in Deloitte at different levels during the last 4-5 years. They got selected. Okay. This year also we had a very nice placement session, and around close to 10 students are there in Deloitte today.
Okay.
So what we do, we work very closely with these institutions, these organizations, so that I can do the fine-tuning in the course component so that it is useful to the organizations.
Okay. If you observe any industry-related articles or something like that,
Sir.
we find some a comment, lack of skills.
Sir.
So how your institute addressing that problem?
Sir. There are actually a couple of components, more than a couple of components, which will also add value to the student with respect to the skill building exercise.
Okay.
Skills ante ఏం స్కిల్స్ అని చూస్తాం. దెర్ ఇస్ ఎ హ్యూజ్ లిస్ట్ ఆఫ్ స్కిల్స్. సే he should be a leader, he should be a team player, he should be a positive thinker, so on and so forth. So what we do, and also a go-getter, and he should be a good project manager also, because he should be able to allocate resources efficiently and effectively. Many things are there.
Okay.
సో దీన్ని మేము ఏం చేసామంటే కొన్ని కాంపోనెంట్స్లో దాన్ని ఇంబైబ్ చేసాం ఈ ప్రాసెస్ని. ఒకటి ఏంటంటే ద స్టూడెంట్ విల్ హ్యావ్ రియల్ టైమ్ projects. Say for example, if somebody is learning something called retail management, we don't just teach retail. The student has to go to the retail outlets and see the scenario there, and he will try to understand why this outlet is like this. So that is one aspect. And secondly, this is what I mean to say, the real time projects that we give along with the course. Second thing is, there is something called review sessions.
Okay.
We make the students to review books. He will review a book in the very first 2 trimesters.
Okay.
He will review a company గురించి ఏం తెలుసుకోవాలి. సో ఇటువంటి అనలిటికల్ స్కిల్స్ మేము స్టూడెంట్కి ఇస్తాం.
Okay.
Presentation skills, both oral and written, will be done through the book review sessions. He will review a book. He will give a presentation that what is good about the book. In a way, he is trying to sell the book to the other friends of his class. So that is one. ఇది ఇట్లా ఉంటుంది. తర్వాత ఫస్ట్ ఇయర్ సెకండ్ ఇయర్ మధ్యలో దెర్ ఈస్ సంథింగ్ కాల్డ్ ఇంటర్న్షిప్ ప్రోగ్రామ్, ఇండస్ట్రీ ఇంటర్న్షిప్ ప్రోగ్రామ్. సో ద ఇండస్ట్రీ ఇంటర్న్షిప్ ప్రోగ్రామ్ ఏంటంటేనండి, ఒక ఇండస్ట్రీకి వెళ్తారు వీళ్ళు స్టూడెంట్స్, వెళ్ళి దే స్పెండ్ 45 days there, and they will be given some internship. It's an internship, sir. Normally people call it as summer internship.
Okay.
But we don't believe in summer or winter. We say it is an industry internship.
Okay.
Because at any point of time, if we feel that it has to happen, we will send the students to the industry. But this is precisely for 45 days to 60 days in between first and second year, wherein they will have 2 guides. One is a faculty guide, the other one is the industry guide. The industry guide gives the problem in the industry, and faculty guide will help the student to understand the theoretical aspect of the practical problem. So that is how we will make them understand how theory is applied to practice.
Okay.
Because there is a strong misnomer, rather a myth, that there is a lot of gap between theory and practice. But we will make them realize that it is only the application of theory, but it is not the difference between these two. So that's how students will realize it.